Reputation is the cornerstone of power, capable of intimidating enemies and securing victories without a single blow. Once it falters, however, vulnerability sets in, leaving you exposed to attacks from all sides. Guard your reputation fiercely, making it unassailable, and always stay alert to potential threats. Learn to dismantle your enemies by exploiting weaknesses in their own reputations, allowing public opinion to condemn them. This is Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. During China's War of the Three Kingdoms, Chuko Liang, the sleeping dragon, exemplified this principle. Facing an overwhelming enemy force with only a handful of soldiers, Liang calmly opened the city gates, sat on the wall, playing his lute, and let his reputation alone force the enemy to retreat. His legendary cunning, cultivated through strategic brilliance and psychological warfare, made his name a weapon. Reputation, when wielded wisely, can command armies, instill fear, and secure dominance without ever drawing a sword. For as Cicero says, even those who argue against fame still want the books they write against it to bear their name in the title and hope to become famous for despising it. Everything else is subject to barter. We will let our friends have our goods and our lives if need be, but a case of sharing our fame and making someone else the gift of our reputation is hardly to be found. Montaigne, 1533 to 1592. In 1841, a young P.T. Barnum, determined to establish himself as America's premier showman, set his sights on purchasing the American Museum in Manhattan, despite having no money. When the owners sold the museum to Peale's Museum instead, citing Peale's reputation, Barnum retaliated by launching a letter-writing campaign that sowed doubt about Peale's financial stability, causing their stock to plummet and forcing the owners to sell to him. Years later, when Peale's attempted a comeback with highbrow mesmerism shows, Barnum ridiculed their reputation with staged parodies, including a fake hypnotism act where he pretended to cut off a girl's finger, leaving audiences in stitches and destroying Peale's credibility. Through these tactics, sowing doubt and using mockery, Barnum not only ruined Peale's reputation, but also built his own legacy as a master showman, proving that reputation is a powerful weapon in the art of competition. It is easier to cope with a bad conscience than with a bad reputation. Friedrich Nietzsche, 1844 to 1900. The people around us, even our closest friends, will always remain mysterious, their true selves hidden behind layers of appearances. We judge them not by who they are, but by what we see, their clothes, gestures, words, and actions. In the social realm, appearances are everything, and your reputation is your greatest shield, a carefully crafted illusion that protects you and grants control over how the world perceives you. In the ancient Chinese court of the Wei Kingdom, Mi Zhu was renowned for his civility and grace, earning the ruler's favor. When his mother fell ill, he secretly used the royal coach, a crime punishable by losing his feet. But the ruler, moved by his filial devotion, praised him instead. Another time, Mi Zhu shared a half-eaten peach with the ruler, who saw it as a gesture of deep affection. However, envious courtiers spread rumors, tarnishing his reputation. The ruler, swayed by their whispers, turned against him, condemning the very actions he once admired. Mi Zhu story reveals the fragility of reputation and how favor, once lost, can lead to downfall. Baldassare Castiglione, Count of Casatico, was an Italian courtier, diplomat, soldier, and a prominent Renaissance author of the 15th century. Castiglione wrote a seminal text that shaped the definition of the Renaissance man and provided a guide to courtly behavior, social etiquette, and political interaction, influencing European elite for centuries. He wrote, "Therefore, I should wish our courtier to bolster up his inherent worth with skill and cunning, and ensure that whenever he has to go where he is a stranger, he is preceded by a good reputation, for the fame which appears to rest on the opinions of many fosters a certain unshakable belief in a man's worth, which is then easily strengthened in minds already thus disposed and prepared." Now take Erwin Rommel, the German general during World War II. His reputation for cunning and deceptive maneuvers struck terror into his enemies. Even when his forces were outnumbered 5-1, entire cities would evacuate at the mere news of his approach. His reputation did the fighting for him. Your reputation can precede you, making your success seem inevitable. Henry Kissinger's shuttle diplomacy thrived on his reputation for resolving conflicts. Once his name was involved, a peace treaty felt like a done deal. His past triumphs paved the way for his future victories. To build a strong reputation, focus on one sterling quality: efficiency, seductiveness, or even honesty. This becomes your calling card. Casanova, for example, used his reputation as a great seducer to captivate women who were already curious about his legendary charm. But what if your reputation is tarnished? Associate with someone whose image counteracts your own. P.T. Barnum brought Jenny Lind, a high-class European singer, to America to elevate his own image when he wanted to clean up his reputation for promoting vulgar entertainment. Your reputation is a treasure. Protect it fiercely, especially in the beginning. Once it's solid, don't let slander rattle you. Taking the high road shows confidence, not insecurity. But if you must attack another's reputation, do it subtly. An attack on another man's reputation is a potent weapon, particularly when you have less power than he does. He has much more to lose in such a battle. Thomas Edison's campaign to ruin Nikola Tesla's reputation is a cautionary tale. When Nikola Tesla appeared to have succeeded in creating a system based on alternating current, Edison was furious. Edison tried to prove Tesla's AC system was inherently unsafe by electrocuting household pets with an AC current. In 1890, he even got New York State prison authorities to organize an electrocution using an AC current. The execution only half killed a man and led to the country's cruelest state-authorized execution, as the procedure had to be repeated. Edison's over-the-top tactics damaged his own reputation more than Tesla's. The lesson? Never go too far in attacking others. It reveals your own vengefulness. A solid reputation amplifies your presence, instilling respect or even fear, but it must be guarded fiercely, for it is a treasure that can be stolen or tarnished. Your reputation is a mine of diamonds and rubies, a source of power that must be constantly renewed and protected, for it is the key to shaping how the world sees you and ensuring your success. And remember, a strong reputation doesn't just open doors, it builds empires. Until next time, build your reputation and rule your world.